as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Already here, they'll audible to something else. They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Pick made by Terrell Bernard.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Cook up the gut. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Touchdown, Bills.
Gabriel Davis
With touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Bills use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Sims going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
When you look at this defense,
they come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Now you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Going to throw again.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
11.
Burrow on 3rd down. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Touchdown, Bengals.
But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
Here's Allen.
That's complete to Davis.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. Because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. These two teams all tied after one. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Cook again. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Now Allen going to change it up.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. That'll be, oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and the Bengals grab it. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here we go. Here is 3rd down and 4.
They go play action with Burrow.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
11 MT.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Burrow looking to pass. Flush to his right. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a gain of 35.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Play action. It's Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Anthony Schwartz, 28 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all
Stephon Diggs.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Allen going to change this at the line.
Allen on 1st and 10. And that's incomplete.
with a dime look on defense, two extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
The kick by Bass is good.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
And he'll spot Higgins open left side.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Again, it's Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. Now a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. 11 Thomas.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Hines now on the return. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On play action, Allen.
Able to connect with Mims.
And he goes out right around the 39. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen.
There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
They run again on first down. Cook.
He'll get this up to about the 44.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 7.
Throwing now is Allen. This to Hines on the drop-off. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. Give to Cook out of the gun.
And he's going to have the Bills first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To the air, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Gabriel Davis
With his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bills have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Come on, ready? 11. Move. Everyone got 4 down.
Here's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right.
He'll air this one out deep for Sims. That is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that is caught. It's Davis. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Gabriel Davis.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Sims going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mixing up the middle, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. Now it's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Burrow going for it on 4th.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. A short throw to Ingram. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the 1st down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, Let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
A good pickup there, a 22.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock. And
Stephon Diggs.
How about this? Stephon Diggs.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 93 yards.
And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. Burrow's throw here taken in by Ingram.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And that's complete. It's Sims. So nothing doing there, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz.
The Bengals on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. That goes for a gain of 31.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Now a 2nd and 10. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Schwartz. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Another try for Mixon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to 9. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Bills have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the fourth.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now Burrow loses the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Bill,
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating